Hello and welcome to another edition of the wonderful world of old sheet music. I'm your host, Nicholas Carroll. Today, we are looking at Jeanine, A Dream of Lilac Time. This particular sheet music is from 1928, and it is a pretty old edition I have. This is an original, so it's quite old. A few things about this. It is written by two people. We have a lyricist and a composer. Both of them were kind of famous in their own right at the time they lived. The lyrics are by L. Wolf Gilbert, who turns out he was born in Odessa, Ukraine. At that time, it was part of the Russian Empire, they called it. And he moved to the United States when he was quite young with his family. He was still a child. And when they immigrated to New York, he got music lessons, but he was more focused on lyrics than composing melodies. So he wrote a lot of famous lyrics that were popular at that time, including one for a song called Ramona, which turns out that it was the first song ever written for a movie. So you got to keep in mind that this is the time of silent films, so there was no dialogue in the movies. A lot of times what they would do is have a live pianist play along with the movie on a screen, or they would use something called a vitaphone, which is kind of like a phonograph, and they would put like a record on it and it would play the soundtrack. Even though there was no dialogue, it would have music. So the soundtracks and the music to these old silent films were, pretty integral part of the drama. So the music is by a guy named Nathaniel Shokret, and he also was from Ukraine, Lviv, Ukraine, and same thing. His parents immigrated to the United States, to New York. He primarily played violin, and he was a child prodigy, toured the country, and ended up being the conductor of RCA Victor's foreign record department. So he would be in charge of hiring musicians and recording a lot of the early phonograph and records that they used. So he was in charge of a lot of silent film music because of that as well. So this Jeanine, I Dream of Lilac Time is from a movie called Lilac Time, and it was a silent movie. It was about World War I, and it starred Gary Cooper and the woman on the front of this. Let me find the picture again. I folded this. I fold it back so you can see Pauline Moore, who's not someone I'd heard of, but maybe some of you have. That's her picture. So she was featured, of course, on the sheet music cover. The other thing I discovered when I researched this is it was one of the best-selling pieces of sheet music ever. It sold 2 million copies of this, so it's not too surprising that I had this amongst my collection of things. So this does have lyrics, like I said, so let me read those to you first, and then we'll get to playing it. These are the lyrics by L. Wolf Gilbert. Lilacs in bloom, rarest perfume, tells me that waiting is ended. Springtime is here, soon you'll be near, when all our heartaches are mended. Close in my arms, found fond embraces, once more in happiest places. Jeanine, I dream of lilac time, your eyes they beam in lilac time, your winning smile and cheeks blushing like rose. Yet all the while you sigh when nobody knows. Jeanine, my queen of lilac time, when I return, I'll make you mine, for you and I, our love dream can never die. Jeanine, I dream of lilac time. In verse 2, shadows are gone, breaking of dawn, living in hope for tomorrow. Banish the care, we've had our share. We've known the meaning of sorrow. Blossoms of lilac in season. My heart is light, that's the reason. Jeanine, I dream of lilac time. Your eyes, they beam in lilac time. Your winning smile and cheeks blushing like the rose. Yet all the while your sigh when nobody knows. Jeanine, my queen of lilac time, when I return, I'll make you mine, for you and I, our love dream can never die. Jeanine, I dream of lilac time. So you might be able to gather a bit from the lyrics there that the plot of the movie that it's from is American aviator pilots are being lodged in a French town, and of course the main character, the aviator pilot, falls in love with Jeanine. Promises her he'll return after he is sent out to fight, and so on, so forth. Kind of a standard war plot for a movie. So here we are. This is the music. This is Nathaniel Shokrat who wrote that. And there you have it. Jeanine, I dream of lilac time. See you next time.